In this video, I'd like to talk about different ways to say the word there in Hmong, referring to location, as there are a number of them, and there's some subtle differences between the different words. So let's go over them one by one. Now, let's assume that you're the person in the red. That's why it says you. And you want to refer to a rock or something that's immediately next to you. Well, you can use that with the phrase "Nyo da no" or "Nyo no." I prefer "Nyon da no." That is a way of saying right here. So in a sentence, we could say "Lu paje nyon da no." Lu paje nyon da no. The rock is right here. Well, what if it were a bit further from you? You could say nyon dao, nyon dao. That is, they're near-ish to you. It's not a great distance away, but it is farther than nyon da no. So in a sentence, we could say "Lu paje nyon dao." Lu paje nyon dao. Now, let's assume again that you're the person in the red and you're speaking with the person in the purple shirt. There's a special location word to refer to something near the person you're speaking to, and that is "nya ko," the word KOD, ko. That is there near the person being spoken to. So you may be thinking, oh, that's just ko, KOJ, the word for you. And maybe it originated that way. But in reality, KOD or KO is its own word with its own separate meaning, it's a location word referring to there near the person being spoken to. So if you wanted to talk about the rock right next to the guy in the purple shirt and you were speaking to him, you would say, "Lu paje nyako, lu paje nyako." Now let's say that the rock was a bit further away, like good distance away. The word for over there at a distance is nyato, nyato. This word can really be a great distance. It can also be a distance, perhaps something you can't see. It's out of sight. You could still say nyato. Of course, if you were pointing to it, you would need to see it. Or if you were referring to something far away but at a location that was known, you could say nyato, T-O-M, and then the location. So it's at this place. But again, it's for something a bit greater distance away. So you would say, "Lu paje nyato, lu paje nyato." The rock is over there at a distance. Now, let's talk about if the rock were a great distance away, perhaps, or more likely separated by some sort of natural barrier. If it were on the other side of something, separated by a natural barrier, you would use the word ti, ti, or to be more specifically on the other side of a natural barrier, you would say ti u, ti u. So it's over there on the other side. That u refers to the opposite side. So again, doesn't necessarily mean something that's very far away. It's just on the other side of some sort of barrier between you and that object, or in this case, between the two of you and that object. So you'd say "Lu paje nyoti, lu paje nyoti." Now, just for fun, let's talk about something that's like an absurdly far distance away. What can we add together to show that it's really far away? Well, we could add the word "bua" into that sentence, and "bua" is like a way of saying way. So it adds that intense distance, really far distance. So you could say "Nya bua ti" or "Nya bua ti u." So it's way over there on the other side of all these mountains, or it's way again adding "u" to specify the other side of some barrier. Yapo de "u" refers to way far over there on the other side. So in a sentence, "Lu paje yapo de." The rock is way over there on the other side of all these mountains in between. So just as a conclusion, as a summary, "Dao no" refers to right here. "Dao" is a way of saying a bit further away. "Go" is a way of saying next to the person being spoken to. "Da" is a further distance away, perhaps quite a distance. And "ti" refers to the other side of some barrier. I hope that helps. Try to put it into practice. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.